All right, if you own a Zapperbox over-the-air TV tuner, you may have noticed that there is a button on the remote control that is labeled Zap. If you press that, a quick menu appears on the left side of the TV screen, and there's a few helpful options there for you. The one you'll probably use the most is the antenna setup. Scroll down and press OK to turn that on, and the antenna setup display will show on the right side of your TV screen. There's some helpful information here that can be useful in aiming or positioning your TV antenna. The first line is the signal type that tells you whether you're watching an ATSC 1 or ATSC 3 NextGen signal. The lock status is going to say locked or unlocked, and that depends on where your TV antenna is aimed. I like this feature because it's actually quite responsive. It changes in real time as you move your antenna around, so it gives you a good indication of a good spot for your TV antenna to lock in those signals. The next line is the channel line. This is the virtual channel that the TV station displays on your television. This is probably going to be a number with a decimal. And this is going to be a number between 2 and 69 because there are that many virtual channels available for a station to display on your TV or tuner. And that is probably going to be different than the RF channel. My local stations here coincidentally all line up with the same RF channel. Most of the time though, the RF channel and the virtual channel will be totally different. Here's an example here to show what I mean. Now, the RF channel is the actual channel that the station is broadcasting on. RF meaning radio frequency. And the frequency line lines up exactly with the RF channel. Generally speaking, lower RF channels have lower frequencies. Higher RF channels have higher frequencies. The signal strength is measured in dBm or decibel milliwatts, and this is a reading of the power level of the TV signal as measured at the Zapperbox after the signal has been received by the antenna, traveled through coax, cables, splitters, amplifiers, whatever you might have connected in line with your system. Now, this is a negative number, and the closer it becomes to zero, the better. But realistically, you want this to be probably somewhere between negative 70 dBm and negative 30 dBm to have a reliable TV signal. The signal to noise ratio is a measure of the signal compared to the noise floor of the system. The noise floor consisting of any electrical noise, signal loss through coax cable. This is measured in decibels, and the higher the number, the better. Generally speaking, you want the signal to noise ratio to be between 20 and 30 decibels in order to have a reliable TV signal. And finally, signal quality. Again, the higher the number, the better. Signal quality of 60% or higher is generally considered very good for an over-the-air television signal. Now, the other features in the Zap button quick menu, the captions, you can use the OK button to turn the captions on and off. You can see them appearing on the screen here as I switch them on. The audio experience, this is an option for you to choose the language or audio type for the channel you're watching. And of course, this depends on what options are provided by the broadcast signal. The hide and show menu can be used to either hide or show a channel. And if you choose to hide a channel, then it will no longer appear in your EPG or electronic program guide when you switch off of the channel. Now, if you want to retrieve that channel, all you have to do is go to the main menu, press the menu button on the remote, go to settings, hide show channels, and you have two options here. You can select all channels and choose to either show all channels or hide all channels. Another option would be to toggle through individual channels and hide or show them on an individual basis. Now, if you hide a channel, then it will no longer appear in your EPG. But if you want to retrieve it, just go back, select the channel in the channel list and switch hide to show, and the channel will once again appear in your EPG.